Welcome. We're back today with another Bible verse that we trust will feed and inspire you. As followers of the Master, Jesus, we should all want to be closer to Him and more like Him. I know I do, as I'm sure you also do. I sometimes think of the first 12 disciples and how they walked with Jesus and were part of His life every day, as was He part of theirs. They traveled together, they ate together, they laughed together, and probably cried together on occasion. They actually lived together and slept in the same place day after day, night after night, during the 3 years of Jesus' ministry on earth. Most of us have family, loved ones, friends who we live and work with. As we interact daily, we truly get to know one another and hopefully understand one another better, both the good traits and the not so pleasant traits. Sometimes those people become a part of us and help to make us what we are. I guess a good example of that is the relationship between parents and children. How often do you do or say something and realize it's a reflection of how you were raised, or something your parents said or did? Or how about your own children? I have 3 sons, and though each is his own man with talents and qualities specific to him, they all have a quick wit and humor, which was inherited from their father, whether by genes or just by being with him all those years as they grew up. And I love to cook. When I cook, it's like taking a paintbrush and painting a picture. I got this gift from my mother, and each of my sons got it from me. One bakes breads and pizzas, one cures meats to go with his fresh bread, and my 3rd son learns to create dishes from different places as he travels the world. He especially enjoys creating the delicacies of China, where he grew up. You see, we're all products of our environments or influences in our lives. So you may ask, can we change what or who we are by simply changing who we associate with or spend most of our time with? The answer is yes and no. We can't change our God-given talents, but we may change our viewpoints or even our mannerisms. And that brings us to our verse for the day, Mark chapter 3, verse 14, which says, "And he ordained 12 that they should be with him, and that he should send them forth to preach." When Jesus called his disciples, he no doubt had a plan. He was going to send them out to change the world. That was not only for the disciples of Jesus' day, but also for all those disciples who would follow in ages to come. That includes all of us today who want to follow in his steps. But before he could send them forth, they had to first be with him. He wanted them to be with him, to learn of him. How else would they be able to reflect his love and his kindness and his compassion and have the faith to face anything and everything they would encounter when they set forth on this quest? He wanted them to be with him so that he could know them and so that they could know him. This has not changed today. He still wants, even longs for us to be with him, for us to be able to reflect Jesus and his love for the world. We must be with him. This means spending time in his word and learning all about him, and spending time in his presence by quiet meditation and listening. He wants us, first of all, to be with him. The more time we spend with him, the more we'll be like him and be able to manifest his love in all we do and with all those we meet. We simply can't do it on our own. In order to have the strength, and love and power to win the world for Jesus and to manifest Jesus in all we do or say, we must spend time with him. And this is his wish for us as he calls us to be with him. In Mark 3:14, and he ordained 12 that they should be with him and that he might send them forth to preach. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you again tomorrow for another Bible verse for the day.